Hello everyone. Today we are again here with the English grammar, and today's concept, the chapter is based on phrases and clauses. Phrases and clauses, it's also a very important part of our English grammar. You know about sentence formation? Sentence formation, exactly when we are talking about sentence, I'll just take some basic terms just as a recapitulation of the thing which we already have done. When we talk about alphabets, the group of alphabet is known as a word. Similarly, when we talk, group of words is known as a sentence. But how we can differentiate between the sentences which are group of words also but not having a proper sense, and they are having the proper sense and known as clauses. So phrases and clauses, it's also very important part of 9th, 10th and 11th, because in 12th we don't have grammar, but phrases and clauses we are basically using in our writing section. So first I will talk about phrases. Phrases, a phrase is a group of words. Obviously it's a group of words, but it expresses a concept and it is used as a unit within a sentence. Like if I say in the east, with love and care, on his success, at the bus stop. Now this is also a group of words, but it is not having a proper sense. We use these phrases in our day-to-day life. You know this thing when we say that, okay, go with the flow. So is there any subject and object in go with the flow? No. There is a concept, it can be the hidden concept, but it doesn't have a proper sentence structure. That is subject, verb and object. That is compulsory to frame a sentence. But phrases are also group of words but not having a proper, you can say that, place in the sentence structure. We speak these things, and you know these phrases we use in our day-to-day life, normal language also. Just like stop there. So what exactly is there? I know that I am using that words, phrases, but it is not having a sentence structure. We'll just get to know about as we'll keep on doing the things. So first of all, three types of phrases are there. First one is adjective phrase, another one is adverb phrase, and the last one is noun phrase. Now what is adjective phrase? You just see that adjective phrase is a group of words which does the work of an adjective. Before I tell you about adjective phrase, I will just tell you what exactly is adjective. Adjective is the part of speech which qualify the noun. Suppose if I say that, a simple way if I say a girl, but similarly if I say a beautiful girl. So beautiful is defining the noun girl. So here also this phrase is working as adjective, as a part of adjective. You see in the example, the girl in white dress is my elder sister. So I am talking about whom? I am talking about the girl specifically who is in white dress. So white dress is adjective which is defining the girl. Moreover, this is a group of words. That's why it is a phrase. The king with a powerful army tried to defeat his enemy. I'm talking about the king. But what exactly is the quality of the king? With the powerful army. Now you see that this is also a group of words, but this group is working as an adjective phrase. Similarly, if I talk about adverb phrase, this is also a group of words which does the work of an adverb, is called an adverb clause. So in adverb, what exactly is the work of adverb in parts of speech? Adverb specify the verb. Suppose if I say I write, if I say I write, but if I say I write neatly, so what it is defining? It is defining my writing. It is defining the verb. Similarly here, the adverb clause work as adverb. He spoke to me in a very rude manner. How did he speak to me? He spoke to me in a very rude manner. I am telling about the way he spoke to me. So speak or spoke is the verb which is being qualified by a group of words which is in a very rude manner. But most important thing which is differentiating it from clause, that it is not having a subject or object. You see, in a very rude manner. Do you find any subject or object here? No, it's without subject and object but having a proper group of words. That is why it is a phrase. It is working as an object. It is a phrase, but it is adverb phrase. Similarly, if I say one more example, the accident took place on this spot. So, where did the accident take place? On this spot just defines the taking place of the accident. So, on the spot specify the place of the accident where it took place. Coming to the next phrase, it's a noun phrase. A noun, it is obvious from the name, a group of words which does the work of a noun is called a noun phrase. Suppose if I give example, I love teaching English. So I love teaching English. I is subject, love is verb. What is object? Object is teaching English. It's a group of word, but it is working as object. So noun phrase is working as object in the sentence. A group of words teaching English work as an object and it's a noun phrase. Similarly, if I say early to bed is a good habit. So what is a good habit? Early to bed. Early to bed, group of words. So group of words, which phrase? Noun phrase. So specifically you just think about phrase and clause are group of words, but phrase doesn't have subject and verb combination, whereas the clause has subject and verb combination. Clauses we will do obviously, then you will get to know about the difference. Moving to a clause now, just like we did phrases. A clause is comprised of a group of words which includes a subject and a finite verb. I am just particularly, pressurizing on this, a finite verb. A clause contains only one subject and one verb. The subject of a clause can be mentioned or hidden, but the verb must be apparent and distinguishable. Just see this thing. Introduction. A clause is a group of words containing a subject and predicate and functioning as a member of a complex or compound sentence. Children, one thing you remember always, clause is having the subject and predicate combination. There must be a subject which is having a verb combination. I will just give you 3 examples where you will find different clauses, but every clause is having a subject and verb of its own. Just see the first example. I graduated last year. So what is the subject here? I. So what is the verb? Graduated. So here it is subject and verb combination. It is one clause sentence. Look very carefully. The second one, when I came here, I saw him. So now you see this sentence is divided into 2 parts. When I came here, I saw him. I is subject, came is verb. I is subject, saw is verb. So both are having 2 clauses, but both are having subject and verb combination, which you did not find in phrases. Now you can see the difference between phrase and clause. Now you just see that the complex sentence, when I came here, I saw him and he greeted me. Now if you will break up all these, then also these 3 parts are having meaning. When I came here, I is what? Subject. Came is then verb. So here it is one clause. I again verb, subject, saw verb. He subject, greeted verb. So now here you can find that different subjects are there, but all having a different verb combination. This actually is the difference between a clause and a phrase. We will do the different types of clause. So first thing is about types of clauses. Clauses are of 2 different kinds. First is principal clause. Sometimes we call it main clause also. This is independent clause also, because it can be spoken without the help of another part. It itself make a complete sense. Okay, it's a clause which itself makes a complete sense. It can be joined by some of the coordinators, just like and, but, so, or, not, for, yet, but still it makes a proper sense. You can read this one. Suppose if I say one sentence, I read the whole story. So I is the subject, read is the verb. It is making a proper sense. It is independent clause. Okay. Similarly, the next sentence is given here. I want to buy a phone, but I don't have enough money. I have joined these two parts of sentences with but. But if I remove but also, then also it makes sense. I want to buy a phone. It's making a sense. I don't have enough money. This also is making sense. But is there, but both the parts are having different subject, different verbs. Okay, so these are independent clauses which can be spoken without the help of another clause. Now the next part which we will do, that would be subordinate clause, or it can be dependent clause. You can, it is but obvious from the name of that, subordinate. That means this clause cannot be spoken without the help of independent clause. It requires the help of the independent clause. You can just see in the example here, when I was dating Diana, I had an accident. So first you have to find out what is the independent part of the clause. I had an accident. This is principal clause. Okay, it can be spoken without the help of another part. But if you will find here, when I was dating Diana, is it making any sense? No. It requires the another part to complete itself. This is subordinate clause. The underlines are the subordinate. Subordinate, it is just helping. It cannot be spoken without the help of independent clause. Like the second one is there. I know the man who stole the watch. I know the man is making sense. But if you will write who stole the watch, it is incomplete. It requires the another part to complete itself. He bought a car which was too expensive. So if I will write which was too expensive, it will not make any sense. It requires he bought a car to complete itself. Similarly, other examples are given. I know that he cannot do it. He does not know where he was born. If you don't eat, I won't go. He is a very talented player, though he is out of form. So if I simply write though he is out of form, does it make any sense? No. It doesn't make sense. It requires the other part to complete itself. So there are two different kinds of clauses. One is independent clause, another one is dependent clause. Independent clause can be spoken without the help of other one, but subordinate clause cannot be spoken without others' help. Again, I will say types of subordinate clauses. These are again different three kinds: noun clause, adjective clause, adverb clause. So first of all, a noun clause. A noun clause is a group of words which contains a subject and predicates of its own and does the work of a noun. In clause, one thing you make sure you remember always, whether it is a noun clause, whether it's adjective or adverb clause, it will always have a subject and predicate of its own. Just see the example. It is known to all that she left her husband. Now, it is known to all is principal clause, that is main clause. So which clause is dependent on the other one? That she left her husband. So if I speak that she left her husband, it will not make any sense. There should be it is known to all. Now you just see this thing. There is one subject and predicate. She is subject, left her husband is predicate of its own. So noun clause work as an object of independent clause, but it is having its own subject and predicate. Just see the next example. I am not satisfied with what I achieved in life. So I am not satisfied is main clause. So with what I achieved in life is working as a noun, working as an object. Means I am not satisfied with what I achieved in life. So what I achieved in life is a group of words, but it is having its own subject and predicate which differentiate it from phrase. Like that, the another one, what I like most in her is her modesty. So love is what we think of it. Next is adjective clause. Again a group of words which contains a subject and a predicate of its own, and is the work of an adjective is called an adjective clause. Just examples are given. This is the place where I met him. So what exactly is adjective here? The place. This is modifying the importance of the place where I met him. So it is working as an object. So this is adjective clause. It is also having its own subject and verb combination, which we did not find in phrase. The story which you wrote a year ago is a nice one. So, principal clause, it is not compulsory that it is always in the same sequence. It can be either in the front of the sentence or at the end of the sentence also. Just like you here find, the story is a nice one. It can be the principal clause, and which clause is dependent on this? Which you wrote a year ago. This is talking about adjective, the quality of the story. The next one, I don't know the reason. Which reason I don't know? Why she disliked you. So this is adjective clause. Coming to the adverb clause. Adverb clause is a group of words which contains a subject and predicate of its own and does the work of an adverb. It is an adverb clause. Just like, you see, as he began to sing, everybody stopped talking. So what happened? What activity stopped? The beginning of the singing. So adverb, as it is clear from the name of adverb, which qualify the verb. So singing is a verb. So as he began to sing, this is adverb. It is adverb clause and it is having its own subject and predicate. He is subject, began is verb. So subject and verb combination is here also. This is adverb clause. I stopped the work because I was tired. Why did I stop the work? Because I was tired. So I is subject, was tired is verb. Again it is a clause. I have confidence. What confidence I have? In what I do. So this is my confidence in my actions. So adverb clause is the defining of the verb. Now the key takeaways of the lesson of today. First of all, what we have done a phrase. I will just simply tell about the keynotes of the phrase. In a phrase, we don't find any subject and verb combination. Obviously, clause and phrases are group of words, but how they are different? In phrase, there is no subject verb combination, no meaning if used alone. Okay, suppose if I give the example at the sunset point. So there should be some another thing to complete this one. On the edge of the mountain. Again, there is something required. This is not having a subject and verb combination. That's why it is a phrase. And what is a clause? Clause is also a group of words, but it has the subject and verb combination. It gives the complete meaning. And types of clauses we have done. Independent clause, that is a complete sentence. Dependent, that doesn't convey the full meaning. I have just taken one example to let you do it. When I came back, you were sleeping. So what exactly is the part which is complete? Independent is you were sleeping. But if I speak when I came back, it is dependent on you were sleeping. Means there must be that part to complete itself. Okay, I hope you the concept is clear to you. What is the difference between phrases and clauses? So I'll just sum up with the thought of the day. Never expect anyone to give you what you want. Work hard, show some dedication and go get it yourself. And children, I'm 100% sure with hard work and dedication you can get everything. Thank you everyone. Just stay safe and stay healthy. Thank you so much.